guys? This is Rafa with Phoenix Legit. Welcome to PLM After Hours, our first podcast ever. Let's have some fucking fun, man. To my right, I got my boy Rod.
Let's get it.
Left.
Saul, what's up, guys?
All the way to the left, my boy.
Down at Phoenix Legit.
All right, so this is not even a quarter of the staff. We're about 15 guys. We can't fit all these motherfuckers in this table, so we're four for now. Four is all you're going to get to meet for today. I'm one of the owners here at Phoenix Legit. We are a used car dealership here in Phoenix, Arizona. We specialize in sports cars, but we sell pretty much all kinds of stuff. I mean, cars ranging from what, $5,000 is the cheapest,
like $350,000
up to $350,000 cars. So we range. Our average price is probably gonna be anywhere between $40,000 to $80,000 cars is our average sell price. But we pretty much join from everywhere. We've been in business since December of 2018, but we opened our doors. I remember too. It was January 3rd. Of 2019. That's when our doors were open at our old location. Yeah. So a lot of you guys know us. A lot of you guys have been following us. A lot of you guys don't and haven't been following us and are new followers. And that's one of the biggest goals for this podcast is, for us to so you guys can get to meet us, who we are. This company is formed of young members. Just honestly, just trying to make a good living, trying to make our parents proud, I guess, and. But I'll give you guys the mic so you guys can kind of introduce yourself. What do you do here at Phoenix Legit?
My name is Rod. For those that don't know me, I'm a salesman here at Phoenix Legit.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since... How long have I been here? Since when? So I took a little break. I came back.
What kind of break?
You can call it one of those forced breaks.
So I got like...
You had a kid.
When a wife...
And he took a maternity leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Maternity
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Maternity leave, came back. I'm happy to be back.
We're glad to have you back, brother. We're really glad to have you back.
I
love it here, man.
We love you. I think that's one thing here with us. We'll get to that right now. But to my left is my boy Saul.
Inventory manager.
Doesn't manage much, but...
You see all these badass cars? It's this guy.
Oh, Scott. And all the way to my left is my boy Danny. Danny is the oldest member in the team. He has been here since day one, man.
Yep.
Day one, my boy.
Yeah, it's
been great.
So, my name is Danny. So, I sell cars as well, just like Rod. Sometimes I do a little bit, more things, just like if we need to process the plates or just anything that has to do with all the things than selling. Sometimes if someone comes and they want to sell their car, when Saul is not here, I'll do the same thing. I price the vehicle to see how much we could pay. And just a little bit of everything. And I think that's just not me. It's just all the guys. Like, we kind of do a little bit of everything. And it's just not only selling. It just, if there is something that
whatever
needs to be done,
we
just do it.
To do. Yeah. So it's been crazy. It's been a crazy journey. Again, what I was trying to get to earlier is... For a lot of those who had been following us from day one, man, it's been a fucking amazing journey. From day one.
Crazy,
I think the other day you posted a picture. I almost cried.
It's
a little bit. But I almost cried, bro, because look, dude, he posted a picture when I started. And this was, and let me tell you something, and Danny knows, because like I said, he was the first one in here. The picture you posted, you did 3 pictures, which was 2019, 2020, 2021, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 2020,
2018.
2019, 2021, something like that.
Yeah.
I remember it was a 3-year scale and 3 pictures. What you didn't know is before that, I had another lot. I don't know if you ever went into like the one I had on, what was the street? Lincoln. It was on 33rd Avenue. Lincoln. No, Lincoln. No, you didn't get to meet that one either. Dude, it was literally like a dirt road. Oh, where the mechanic is now.
Okay.
What's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
So, literally, like, you would have to drive through dirt for like 100 feet through dirt to get to, like, you would pass a mechanic, you would pass a body shop, then you would get to my little spot, bro, where I would have the cars.
Damn.
It's been crazy. Then from there, I grew a little bit more, went to Clarendon. That's where I met Danny.
Yeah, so, and sometimes people ask, how do you guys did it, but they don't know the back of everything.
People that don't know us now, man, I mean, I hear it from, I'm sure you guys hear it from everywhere now, is like, first thing they must be doing something wrong, or, there's no way they grew up this much in this short amount of time, or, no, for sure they do this, and nah, man, fuck that. How come you didn't say that when I was on Lincoln? I was like on Lincoln, you never said that.
We sell a lot of
cars. I was a fool for everybody, so it's been a really long story. It's been a great fucking journey, and sometimes I just can't believe it, but I do want to tell you guys that we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. Really that. super glad to have Rod back. He's a great asset to this team. He's a I think I've told you guys this before, and I told you this when you left. I remember telling you, bro, your work ethic is something else.
Oh yeah.
Rod's work ethic is something else. This guy he's a salesman, but if he sees a dirty window, he'll go clean that window.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sometimes he's not busy, he'll go wash cars. He'll do whatever it is. So his work ethic is almost as good as mine. I think it's
Why are you crying, right?
No, man, but it was hard, and I think a lot of
it's-
people want to know why Rod left. I mean, because, and I'm not gonna get too much into detail, you know what I mean? But just kind of, I mean, we had our little. To me, it was more like Danny and Rod actually, but it worked out different, whatever. But I felt kind of betrayed in a way, and I tried to solve it, didn't. And we had to take a little pause, but I think everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We're here now. We're stronger than what we were before, because now we learn from our mistakes. And like I told Rod, I was like, look, bro. I think when I started messaging you again about I think I want to have you back. I told him straight up, look, I want you to understand that I feel bad for a lot of shit I did. I feel bad for a lot of the shit I said. I shouldn't have said it because that's not me. I'm
Vice
not that
versa.
person. And I remember he said, no, man, me too. I'm like, but I respect you. And I would love to have you back on the team, and I'm glad we're here right now, sitting down. So it's been fucking great.
We're happy.
It's
I'm
been
glad to be
amazing.
back. Thank
been-
you.
I was hurt, but it's all good. I mean,
And there's obviously a lot of us missing here. There's like 12 of us.
We're about 12 to 15 guys.
And through the podcast, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things. It could be anywhere from like, what does it take to finance a vehicle? I know
Credit,
we have
man.
a
I
lot of
think,
people.
Danny, that's one thing that I was driving back from Cali the day. I was thinking, man, we should really. And I remember I didn't graduate high school, so I can't talk based off my experience. I can't talk after high school, right? I dropped off junior year and I went to Metro here, and I don't know if in college, Jaden, I know you're going to college now. Do they teach you about credit?
no.
Bro, that's so sad. Because credit, literally, like, you pay so much if you don't take care of your credit. That shit will, you know what I mean? Like, you pay triple sometimes of what you should pay because of your credit.
They don't teach you about like.
I
credit at
never
all.
went. I
Yeah,
didn't,
no, they
so I
don't.
wouldn't know. That's why I asked Jaden. But, man, that's crazy. Credit is the biggest thing right now. You know what I mean? So I feel like school should really focus on that.
Just like people
And-
says, credit is worth more than money.
And I think that's one thing that we want to do in this podcast too, is talk about credit. You know what I mean? Things we recommend people to do. A lot of people already know. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And I think the sad part about a lot of people is they just hear it from someone. Let's say you don't know, and you tell me, oh no, bro, like you should do this, and I didn't do my research. I just listened to you. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So a lot of people find themselves in that predicament where they didn't do what was right, you know what I mean? So that's
Exactly.
one thing that we want to talk about here about credit. But pretty much that was kind of like the rundown of our business, and one day we can do like a video too, like really get into it, how we started. Cause I've been through some shit, man. I mean, Danny knows, bro. I've been up here and then I'm fucking down here sometimes. And
Yeah.
I haven't quit because I have a great team. I think that's the truth. You guys didn't let me quit when.
I do have a question though. I know it's a little off topic, but I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know as well. We are wearing some dope, Phoenix Legit merch, of course. I want to know, how'd you come up with the name Phoenix Legit?
The name for Phoenix Legit for me, it was it's gonna sound stupid, honestly, guys, but I don't like the name Phoenix Legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I know
don't.
you
I don't-
mentioned you didn't like it, but
I didn't like it. I was very young when I come up with the name Phoenix Legit. I used to like truck clubs. I used to like cruising around with my boys, hanging
That's where I met
flags and
this
all this
guy.
shit. I was young. And I think when at the time I was 18, 19 when I came up with this name. And it's just Phoenix Legit is the first thing that came. Now, I'm 29, now I'm almost 30. If you would have asked me to come up with a name for a company, I would have came up with something different, more mature maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of trying, and for the last year and a half, I've been trying to rebrand Phoenix Legit into PLM. You know what I mean? I want people to just see this logo here and just say, that's Phoenix Legit. See PLM, that's Phoenix Legit. You know what I mean? So that's something that I've been kind of aiming towards, and I think it's been fucking amazing. It's been working great, so that's good. And but the way it came out is I had a friend back in the day. I used to do construction when I started selling cars. I was 18, 19 at the time. Obviously, I didn't quit my construction job. I started doing buying a few here and there on the street. And my friend at the time, his name was Daniel. a Barca, and he's like, yo, bro, like, I can help you sell them on the street because you're busy doing construction. I was like, yeah, man, let's work together. I'll give you a fee, whatever. So he started selling my cars. It went good, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, and then eventually he's like, yo, and this guy was smart, man. I think, you know, I really respect what he told me that day because I've used that as a like blueprint for where we are now. And I remember him telling me, yo, we have a great thing going, but I feel like we should make a group or do something to have people interact with us. You know what I mean? Like when they're looking for a car, I want them to post, hey, I'm looking for a certain car. And then we're the ones that are seeing it. When people say, hey, I want to sell my car, we're the first ones to see it. You know, so this guy was smart. We were 18, 19, you know, people don't really think like that. So I was like, dude, that's smart, let's do it. And he's like, what name should we come up with? And I was like, I don't know. And I remember just going back and forth in messages like, Phoenix Auto Sales. So like, bro, but, and then I was like, no, he's like, bro, we're legit. And I was like, fuck, well, Phoenix Legit Auto Sales, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how it started. It was auto sales at first.
That's dope.
We were working very well together. He's a great guy, man. I haven't seen the guy in a long time, but I know we had our differences because, he made enough money to where he started buying his own cars, right? And I had my own cars, and then we kind of, he would get mad because we would buy the same inventory, and I would sometimes post it cheaper. You know what I mean? Not to get at him, but because I bought it cheaper. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's one thing that I've always been. It's like, if I buy it for $3,000 and the car's worth $6,000, I'm gonna try to sell it for $4,500. You know what I mean? He was more like, I bought it for $3,000, it's worth $6,000. I'm gonna post it for $65,000 so I can get $6,000. To me, it's like, no, let's keep it going because I had my other job. You know, so it wasn't my first income, so it was good that I had that leverage. That he did it, and so eventually, we started bumping heads a little bit. He's like, yo, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna open my own dealership. He called it Integrity at the time. He's like, I'm gonna open my own dealership, but I don't want you to be in it. I mean, I was like, I get it, I respect it. Because at the time, that group that we made, the Phoenix Legit group, we had put a pause on it for like a year, bro. Like nobody was, I remember posting on there, hey, we're not gonna use this page no more. Follow us on the new one, Integrity Auto, because we're like, dude, we need a more mature name. And that's when we came up with Integrity Auto Sales and Consignment. And then he's like, yeah. So for every day we'd post, we're not using this page no more. We're using this one. We put the link. And then, so it kind of bit me in the ass because after he kind of, he's like, hey, this is my company, not yours. So you do your thing. Now I had to go back to the things that you're like, hey, I'm posting here again. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm back. Kind of like, wow. No, but I had to be like, oh, shit. Now it was harder because now I'm like, now I buried this thing. Now I have to
build it back up again.
I have to build it back up, and that took a toll on me. But, I mean, I don't know where he is now. I think he closed. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't seen him. I hope he's doing well. But like I said, it was really hard. But that's how Phoenix Legit came into the... But that's when I kind of switched to motorsports now because I was aiming to sell sports cars. I mean, you guys know I'm a car enthusiast, so I've always...
Yeah. And obviously, a lot of people is going to be watching this video, so I would like you guys to leave your comment below what kind of things you want to hear, Give us ideas. I don't know. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about just anything related vehicles, financing.
One of my goals is I do want to get deep with credit, with financing. There's one thing that I've noticed when I was in sales, when I was doing like more sales, is there has not been a time where we sell to a lot of dealer employees, to a lot of salesmen from franchise and other places, and there has never been a time that they're like, no, this and that. Dude, every time we sell a car to a dealer employee, they're like, that's it, that fast, like no fees here, no fees that, no this, no that.
Fact.
That's it, 30 minutes, I'm out of here, fuck, dude. And they're very happy, and I'm like, yeah, dude, what you expect? No, over there, we take fucking 4 hours, we have this fee, we have that, you guys don't? I was like, no. It's never been the other, vice versa, it's always been great, you know what I mean? So I really do want to help people. I know that, and a lot of dealers wouldn't do this. A lot of dealers wouldn't teach you how to buy. Why? Because they're kind of biting themselves in the ass, really. But for me, it's like, I know that my deal is so good that even after I teach you this, you'll still know that buying from us is good. You're getting a good deal. So I do want to get deep into talking about credit. I do want to get deep in talking about businesses, how to start your businesses, little advice here and there. And then, pretty much just numbers, money, and all that kind of stuff. Kind of educate people, like I was saying earlier. I feel like schools should really teach these young people how to create a credit that will help them in the long run. You know what I mean? Yeah, school teaches a lot of people how to work for people. That's the truth. It's sad, you know, but you didn't teach them about credit, so you taught this guy how to work for this company at, you know, instead of making $15 an hour, they teach you how to be smart a little bit to make $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But now, instead of getting a 3% interest rate, you have a 20% interest rate. So what good does those $5 do for you? Nothing really. I mean, you're pretty much
Rob,
just losing all your money.
Did they teach us about interest at Maryville?
Like financing and everything? No. I wish they did. I mean, you said interest and credit-wise, no. I wish it's something that they teach nowadays in school is credit, you know, because, I mean, credit's the most important thing in my eyes. And I feel like everybody here, you know, can agree, you know, credit's the most important thing, and it should be taught in high school, college, anywhere, you
It's
know?
because credit, and I get a lot of people, if you have cash, ball out.
Yeah.
Do it. Of course, if you could, I mean, if you got millions and millions and millions and you don't have to finance a $100,000 car, ball out.
Do it.
But hear me out. If you have $200,000 cash and you're trying to buy a $100,000 car, don't, and you have good credit, don't cash out.
Facts.
You don't have to.
Yep.
Because if you're smart, you can use the bank's money. They're going to make money. It's their business. But you can use their money to make money. You know what I mean? It's so, I mean, we'll get deep into that later, but it's so crazy, man. This world is full of opportunities. It's just a lot of people aren't taught to take them. A lot of people aren't taught to realize when the opportunity is right there. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't know. A lot of us, sometimes you talk about that opportunity to the wrong person and kills your whole, you know, idea of it.
Yep.
But pretty much for this podcast, that's kind of what I want to do, is just kind of a little introduction of who we are, what we do, and obviously what you guys should expect from us is a lot of business talk. And I do want to bullshit a lot because, man, this job is stressful. This job is fucking stressful, man. So, you know, not only, I mean, anything with customer service sometimes gets stressful, but, you know, you're dealing with banks, you're dealing with this, you're dealing with cars. The cars are metal, shit happens. So it's stressful. So I want to have this after hour shit as having fun, you know, like with the guys when we go out and we drink, eat, whatever. And I want to have that as that. You know, it's going to be fucking fun for sure.
Imagine filling up the lot with 30 cars. You walk out 1 week and then you come back and there's nothing.
It's hard. Yeah, you have to. We stay on the road all the time.
Yeah, like.
Rod, you missed out, brother. You missed out. A lot of people who've been following us, you guys know we recently moved locations. March we moved to this new location.
Yeah.
But prior to this place, we were on 27th Avenue Indian School. We were at 27th Avenue Indian School. The Blade. We were at 27th Avenue Indian School fucking selling Lambos and shit. And I remember you left in February. Was it February? Yeah, I think it was February.
January.
So I got rated February. Right?
January.
I thought he snitched me.
A lot of people don't know those
Yeah, a lot of
things.
people don't know. Now I can say, because now I'm out of that fucking, I would say, like, that situation. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, we got rated, and I was like, fucking Rod must have fucking, you know, it was the game and fish. We were doing giveaways, guys. We were doing giveaways. Don't think bad. You know, we don't do none of that shit. But we're doing car giveaways. Why? Because it was in the midst of COVID. We didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. We didn't know if our business was gonna go down. So we're like, dude, we gotta keep this Instagram alive. We gotta keep our business open. What can we do? Oh, well, let's buy cars. You know, I mean, we see these companies buy cars, sell their merch, and enter giveaways, and the winner of them, you know, you buy a shirt, you're entered to win a car, and we did that.
Yeah.
And we came back, bit me in the fucking ass, but hey, we're good. And
We never did no one dirty though.
Oh fuck no! Fuck
You-
no.
he returned.
I remember when before I got rated, another guy that was doing giveaways got rated, and he hit me up. He showed me like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," and I knew already he had gotten rated because he had made a post or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what he wants to talk to me about, you know. And so we met up. He's like, "Yo, just so you know, when I was there, they told me Phoenix Legit is next." I was like, "Well." Because I had spoken to a lawyer. He told me, "Yeah, you're doing everything good. You're doing everything good." Fuck no. You know? So my mistake was I didn't do more research for it. So it came back and bit me in the ass. Now I don't do shit. I don't trust nobody. You tell me something, I'll research the shit out of that. You know. So that was my mistake. I learned from it. But I remember he came. He's like, "Yeah, man. Just so you know, they said they're gonna come after you, that you're next." They're like literally they told him, "Oh, don't feel too bad. Phoenix Legit is next." I was like, "God damn." And I remember going home, going back to the lot, and I spoke to you guys. I was like, "Hey guys, just so you guys know, I went to go speak to this guy, and he told me this. It could be tomorrow. It could be whatever. It could never be. I don't know if he's lying. I don't know what's going on. But we were literally, this was on a Thursday. Sunday, we were going to do the car giveaway for the twin turbo Corvette. Remember with the fucking turbos out? And I was like,
no, we're just going to refund everybody.
Because we used to use the website and we used to use Square, I think it was, and they charged us fucking 3% for every dollar that would come in. And so I think we had gathered $66,000 from that car. So I lost about, I want to say 8,000 in the percentages or whatever.
And just transaction
And I went home that night, that literally that fucking night. I went to sleep till 6 in the morning the next day, just fucking refunding everybody. I knew this shit was coming because this guy just told me, hey, this shit's coming hard on you. I'm like, fuck. I don't want it to come down on me, not have money. Cause they seized this guy's account. They're going to seize my account. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy that people say, oh, he fucked me. You know, I entered this giveaway, he never gave my money back. It's like, I don't want to, I'll never, if I have the option, I'll never give people that privilege to be able to say that. So I was like, nah, man, fuck it. You know, it's coming down, but I'm going to refund everybody. And then I lost another 8-9 grand refunding everybody because then they charged me again my 3%. Yeah. So I refunded everybody, literally every fucking person that night. And I remember sending them an email. I made up a lie. Honestly, I was like, hey, we're having issues. I think it was we're having issues receiving the title, and I don't want to do the giveaway. You know,
it's gonna take too long and everything. And
the lien holder, some shit like that. I mean, we had the title. You guys know we bought that car. We had the title the whole time, and then I was like, so this is gonna happen. Boom, boom. I'm sorry, but here's your money. Everybody was happy. Never I heard a message. I didn't get my money. You know what I mean? Everybody got their money back. So that's one thing that I pride myself on that. And then I think February is when you left, right? January?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you left January, and February 17th is when this shit happened.
God damn, people keep calling.
Dude, are the phone?
Dude, we're closed.
It's 8:52.
It's 9. It's about to be 9.
And people are calling for how much.
They want to know if a car's still available.
It is. And probably just come tomorrow. And
it was tough, man.
It was tough. I remember, dude. I mean, you weren't here, but got raided. They seized my accounts, took a lot of my shit, and lost pretty much everything. You know, I lost pretty much everything, and that's why I really respect these guys, because I remember sitting down with them, like, hey guys, you know, it's fucking, you know, hit the rock bottom. I can't pay you guys. I can't do this. I can't do this. And they're like, yo, bro, look, listen, you're good. I remember, if you need money, we'll see what we can do. We'll help you with money. If we need to work for free for a couple months, we're here. And that's one thing that I told you guys, I fucking respect that. And they worked for free for what, like a month and a half, 2 months or something like that. And I really respect that. I remember Danny at the time, I owed you $2,000 or $1,800. You Zelled me for some reason.
And then
I didn't
that's
have
when
cash.
they
I didn't have
seized
cash
his
that
account.
time. I didn't have cash. I was buying some shit, some wheels or something. I didn't have cash. Like you Zelled someone $2,000, and I owed you $2,000. Literally the next day is when they seized my account, and I couldn't pay you. And I remember Danny's like, yo, bro, don't worry about the $2,000. I was like, nah, bro, fuck that. I'm gonna pay you, and I paid you the $2,000. I was like, nah, just give me some time. I'm gonna fucking pay you. I paid everybody.
The thing is, we had like our good years, like in the beginning, the second year, and this happened like mid second, no almost the third year. So we were already good. Like we didn't have to say, hey, well, fuck you, bro. Like we used you already. You're not, you know. We're not gonna work here. We stuck with them. Even when COVID hit, this guy told us the same thing, and we still stuck with them. You know,
it's been great, man.
He's a friend. You know, it's not like a boss thing. We respect him, but as a boss on like a lot of ideas he has. But you know, we talk shit to him too. Like I talk shit. Me and him, we always bump heads talking shit. But
I know. Rod did a lot of shit talking.
Oh, Rod did a lot of shit.
What?
I remember.
Guys, the batteries are dying, so we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Give us a little break.
I do have to say, before the battery die, Saul talk the most shit.
I always talk the most shit, but I'm the one that cares for everyone all the time.
I love you, brother.
Sometimes.
Let's take a little break. Back, guys, we had to reset the camera or some shit with about 30 minutes or some shit. A videographer had to tell us.
Hey, I do gotta admit.
Going back to the thing is, you know, we always joke around with each other. You know, I think that's why we talk a lot of shit about each other, but we respect each other a lot too. You know what I mean?
There's levels to
Hey.
your respect.
Huh?
Sometimes
What'd you say?
there's like a level where like you know.
Yeah, we know what to cross. But sometimes we cross it.
We've crossed.
Stay crossing that motherfucker.
Huh? I stay crossing it.
Hey, Rafa crosses every day.
How?
He
How?
fucking.
No. This the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
This the
yeah.
one thing I'm just way too direct. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
yeah.
I'm way
You know,
too fucking.
It's
no.
funny, like we were
Jokes.
once at the auction. The general manager, something happened with the car or whatever, and this guy's like, "You listen, motherfucker.
And
You
wouldn't
gotta
let me
listen to."
talk.
I'm like,
There's an older guy.
I'm like, bro.
no, but I'm nice. I'm really nice when I.
But he was.
And then he was an older guy. He's all like, look, he's like, no, when you're not, I'm like, no, man, look, it's because it was actually with the fucking Raid.
Yeah,
I sold
that
my
fucking Ford, dude.
I had my Ford diesel, the gray one that you said
Yeah.
that you were gonna buy for me once. You never did. And,
I wanted to buy.
right. So check this out. Well, that truck, bro, got seized. Right. It didn't get seized, but it got it did like a government judgment hold. Right. So I couldn't sell it. I couldn't do shit with it. It was just there. You know, like if I wanted to sell you the truck, the title had a hold on it from the government. So. A couple of days before that, my dumbass threw it at the auction. Right? Remember I mentioned I sold it at the auction, and the auction doesn't pay you until you give them the title. And this was on a Tuesday. I think the whole shit happened like on a Friday or Thursday. So I went in there. I'm like, hey man, I sold my truck here Tuesday, and I just want to let you know it's on a fucking judgment hold now. And the auction, you have to turn in the title within 30 days, right? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get my title within 30 days. My lawyer said it's gonna take up to 6 months, 5 months, whatever. And he's like, oh well, how do I know that you don't have a stronger bid somewhere else? You just want to get it out of here. It don't work like that, boy. And he's all, you don't work like that, boy. And I was like, nah, man, like I can show you. No. He didn't let me talk, bro. And there was a girl there, and I was like, look, you shut the fuck up, motherfucker. I was like, fucking listen. And then the girl's like, and I was like, fuck you too, man. You don't need to fucking listen, bitch. I was like, look. This is what's fucking happening. You're not gonna get this fucking title. You're gonna ship it because some guy in New Orleans bought it or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna ship that shit back. You're gonna charge me to ship this shit back again. And guess what? I can't pay you because my fucking bank account was seized, motherfucker. I was like, get this truck out now because you're not gonna get it. He's like, oh, well, you need to send me proof and this. I was like, man, it's here. And he's like, I don't appreciate you talking to me this way. And I was like, well, I don't appreciate you letting me talk, motherfucker. I'm trying to talk to you. And I've never been to that auction since. I know how it goes, but they can't see me there. Fuck that. He's the general manager or some shit. He's like the top guy.
Yeah,
there.
he's like the top of the top.
I do have to ask you, how does the Happy Dad taste?
Dude, it's my first
Because
time.
honestly, I usually see you drinking coffee.
It's always coffee, and I have stopped drinking beer for a long time. Now because I was stupid when I drank beer. But now I have one or two is my second lemon lime flavor. Pretty good. I like it.
It tastes like water.
I don't like beer. Beer's nasty.
It's nasty.
Beer's nasty, period. Let's be honest. When have you tasted a beer and said,
Damn, it tastes.
Hey, no. I gotta admit,
Hey, the
Corona.
first one?
When I drink Corona with some lime,
bro?
And some salt.
yeah.
He
I
puts
just say it's
chamoy on
good.
the rim to lick it.
Even when I used to drink.
Every time Danny opens up a beer, right? He put his thumb in it, bro. He goes, pop. I'm like, Danny, why do you do? Wait,
He
since we're
fingers
here,
the bottle.
why do you do that?
Why do you?
I don't know, it's una maña, güey.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah,
How do you say
because
that?
you can't say you're cleaning the
Mine
because
is
your
a
thumb is
habit.
probably dirty.
A habit?
I have it.
Okay.
Like, you know how the thing to cover is like metal?
Yeah.
And then it's the glass. Sometimes it's kind of like rusty.
Dirty, yeah.
Dirty. I don't know.
But what if
just-
your thumb's dirty?
No, I'm
Where
not
has
sure
your
they're clean.
Where has your thumb been?
It's been on the...
No, guys, that's fucking funny.
I remember.
I do see Danny out of nowhere. Everybody pops a bottle, and Danny.
I remember that day of the raid. It was fucking crazy, dude.
Remember,
because
we pull up in the morning.
Guys, no, the cops were watching us.
All
like,
the
Seems
time.
like, hey, they were there before us. They
I
you
thought
see
they
there's a
made that
bunch
day.
of guys, normal with the doors open for customers to come in. They get there like
No.
They
This
were
is-
about to seize a fucking El Chapo with a fucking AK. It's like, be on the ground.
no, they were
Be
waiting.
on the ground.
They were waiting for us to just open the big doors. We have to take the
No, they
inventory
were
out.
waiting for me. I got there a little late. I got there like at 9:30. We opened at 9. I
Dude,
remember.
so we opened the doors. I was taking the first car out. Dude, I was like driving.
But
as
you seen
soon
the fucking feds all
the yellow lane, bro, like 10 trucks. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? So I put that shit in park,
I knew
and I tried to
already.
come inside with everyone because, I was like, fuck that. I'm going to go inside, As soon as I walk into the door, there's a guy like on the corner. Hey, come over here. I'm like, yo, like, don't shoot. I'm Mexican. Don't shoot. So yeah, like, he's just like, where's Rafael? I was like, he's inside. He has a black shirt and a black hat. He's inside. No, it was like, where's Rafael? And I'm like, everyone's inside. I'm sure he's inside.
I remember I pull in, like I said, I got there like at 9:30, walk in, start saying hi to everybody, walk into Camacho. And as soon as I walk into Camacho, he's like, yo, and I'm like, what's up? He's like, I think those are feds, bro. They've been like staring at you. And I looked outside, and you can see all the way to the other side of the buildings. And I'm all like, yeah, I think so too. And then he's like, and literally after that, that's when I boom. And then I remember they walk in, and I was like, let's see who's the first one to talk. And I remember Saul.
No, I didn't say that. I did
I'm not gonna lie about there.
No, I remember they pulled you up on the car, and then I think you pointed in or something.
I was like, yeah, everyone's inside.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I'm
Stay
like,
here.
That shit was funny. Yeah,
I was like,
who's Rafa? I'm like, I'm Rafa. And then he's like, oh, you're under arrest or whatever. I'm like, gaming. I'm like, telling him it's for the giveaways, right? He's like, what you know? I was like, they told me that you were coming.
Yeah.
So I was like, they told me I was here. And I'm like, why'd you take so long, man? Because this was fucking November, I think.
Dude, yeah.
And then they got me in February. So I was like, quick question for you is why you take so long? He's like, it's because you're a business, so it's a lot different. I got to get ADOT involved and I was like, yeah, man.
Remember, bro, that we were like, we didn't have anything there anymore. We didn't even have the car there anymore. We didn't have it. And then, there wasn't anything. And it was funny because they walked to the garage where we did our maintenance, and they come walking with the big board that's the circle that does like the numbers. And they're like, oh, what is this? We had that shit like,
to select the winner.
yeah, we had that shit like thrown over there.
They raided my house too at the same time, and I had I fucking dream of those motherfuckers. I had it in a bucket. Remember the tickets?
Yeah.
And I remember my wife sent me a video, and they were walking out with the bucket of tickets. I was like, oh shit.
They put it in the plastic bag, evidence.
Evidence bag and shit. Like, it's tickets,
no,
bro.
it was crazy because there
tough.
were some cops that were cool there, but there were some that were dicks. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Someone who
And then I understand they're doing their job, and they had everyone. They were looking at every car, blah blah blah. They were doing their job. Some were cool, and some were being dicks. Like just two were just being dicks. That's it. But
I mean, they gotta be on edge, man. Like, we call it stupid. Like, oh, bro, you don't have to do all that. But sometimes they do walk into some stupid people's houses that get shot back.
hey,
and shit, so.
that respect.
I respect.
I respect what you told them though about the vest and.
Oh yeah. I'm like, you
talk
want to do
about-
me I'm like, hey, I'm being nice. I'm being chill. Can you do me a favor and take off your vest, man? Because people already think we fucking sell drugs because they can't see nobody succeed. And seeing you guys walk in with fucking AKs and shit, ARs, everybody's gonna be like, oh, they got raided for this and that. When in reality, it's just a car giveaway we were doing. So I was like, and he's like, yeah, man, you've been real nice. I'll take it off. So they hooked it up. Yeah. So I think that's why the word didn't really get out. I think this is the first time I'm saying it, literally, like publicly.
Because they literally moved.
It was tough. That year was tough because that was fucking February.
Yeah. And
then March, COVID hit.
COVID.
March was like when everybody was like, nah, COVID's fake. And then other people were like, nah, it's real. You know what I mean? It's like, it got to the point where like, so what's going on? Like, and then I think that was in March, and then April was when it got really bad.
That's when everything closed for like 2 weeks.
Everything was closed. Remember the auctions were fucking, dude, the auctions you couldn't take out a car. You had to move literally like 15 cars to open up a
sign
lot.
like so many waivers and
It was
stuff
crazy.
like that.
Wait there for
Because
the
a lot of
SU.
dealers, they got scared. They're like, damn,
Everybody
what's gonna
did.
happen? So
Shit, I
everybody
got
throw their
scared.
cars to the auction. So there was like
It was a big
crazy
thing.
inventory at the
It
auction.
was crazy. It was stupid cheap too. It was stupid cheap.
I was still buying.
Not to make a
we weren't buying how we
We were
buying.
buying carefully,
Hey,
but
fucking Hellcats, bro, 35K. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like, yeah. Now they're 50. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's crazy. That's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people say everything's overpriced right now. You have to understand that it seems that way because everything was just so underpriced too. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it went up, but it was just so fucking low that now you see a big ass price difference. But in reality, it should have been closer to what it is today.
it's a crazy market, man. I mean, we used to buy 30 cars a week. Now, you know, we'll be happy if we buy 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's
hard. But that's us because we're very selective with our buying. You know, a lot of people, I mean, we know dealers that buy, you know, fucking at an auction, they buy 30, 40 cars a day. But we're very selective with what we buy. But that's also why our turnarounds are the fucking quickest in the state of Arizona. You know, like, we'll have a car and be sold in, you know, 5 days, 6 days.
Or I just posted on the chat, hey, this is coming. And then these guys, they sell everything. You know, like,
it's been crazy.
Like, we bought a 2021, well, I bought a 2021 Raptor, and I have a couple customers already interested. So, and this hasn't even gotten here, but
It'll sell.
I do have a question though.
You
I
got
just
too
gotta
many
say,
questions today.
it's not even a question though. You know, I don't want to, what is it? Not to throw like a cold one out there, but let's say if I was,
You promised the people to be raw, so raw it is, bro.
let's say if I was there, well, when the raid happened,
You would have got shot.
I probably would have got shot. No,
they would have threw the dog
you
at
would've
you.
No,
been
but I would have been like, they would have been like,
Who's that?
who's that? I'm like, I'm just a janitor.
Trust me, bro. You
Football.
dodged a big bullet on that one. You dodged a big bullet, honestly. It's been tough. It was tough. It was tough because after that, it was right after COVID. But that's one thing that I think I spoke to you about this when we were talking about, you know, working together again. I was like, dude, we've been through some shit. Saul's brother got cancer a couple months ago. My father-in-law was in the hospital, fucking, and you know, pretty much bleeding out. The doctor said, "Hey, you know, you guys have to come say bye." It was fucking tough. My Tank passed away.
Yeah, Tank.
Dude, that year was so fucking tough, but it builds you in character, and that's one thing that I wanted to talk about,
dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was tough. It was fucking tough, and that's one thing that I wanted. With me is every time I take those trips to Cali, Vegas, wherever the fuck it is. Dude, those 5-6 hours driving, I'm just thinking. You know what I mean? And I remember this last trip we did when we got the GTR. I was thinking, I was like, man, it's fucking crazy how everything seemed so hard at the time, right? COVID happened, and the raid happened. It seemed hard. I wanted to throw the towel. You guys didn't let me. Literally, you guys didn't. You guys. Let's look this way.
I was there.
Nah, you guys didn't let me throw a towel. You know what I mean? Nobody, my wife, my parents, my family, my staff, never let me throw a towel. And everything seemed so impossible at the time. And then you get out of it, and you're like, I don't know why, bro, but I feel like it builds you so fucking strong. Like, it builds so much character in you that you're like, you literally look back at it, and a lot of people might laugh, but I'm like, it wasn't that hard. It's hard, but you're like, it wasn't that hard. And then COVID happens, then boom, 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 you adjust, you pivot in your business, you do this and that, and then you look back at it again. Shit, it wasn't that bad. Because it's a wave, you gotta learn how to ride. You know what I mean? Obviously, if the market's down, don't buy too much. Only buy what you know you're gonna sell. And if the fucking high, then go crazy. You know what I mean? But whatever. And it's the same thing with opening a business or whatever you do. Everything seems so hard at first, but then you do it, and then you're like, it wasn't that hard. I want to know now if I can do this. Same thing for like sales, dude. I mean, you guys know we average 110, 120 a month. But for me, it's like, it's not even, I don't look back at, this month we profited this much. Now, for me, it's like, we sold 120 last month. Can we sell 150 this month? You know what I mean? Like, that's, and you guys know that's why we keep track of every fucking sale. And to me, it's like, can we beat it? Can we beat it? So it gets to a point where it's more about just achieving than it is profiting. You know what I mean? So it's been fucking great, man. It's been great. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining this podcast. This was just kind of a little introduction of us four here, Ross, Danny, Rafa, and kind of give you guys an idea of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about a lot of business. We're going to get deep. We're going to get, hopefully give you guys some good information. And that's the goal here. Thank you guys for joining us again. Next time, probably be other people as well. So you guys will get to meet a little bit more of the staff. And I think what I want to do too is start bringing in more businesses. You know, showcase their products, see what they do, and have them tell us their story. We're also gonna do, get deep into conversations. So it's gonna be fun.
Shout out to my friends from Tacos El Güero, Mexibachi, Taco Boys,
my boys,
my boy
everywhere,
Francisco.
man, everywhere.
They're all gonna be here.
Shout out to my boy. You guys don't see him. He's behind the camera right there, Jaden. He's a great element to this fucking staff. So thank you guys again. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for being here.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Hours.